Bonethrasher is the first boss of the level 50 operation named Hut Hospitality. He is a rancor owned by the infamous Karagga the Hutt and is notorious for his appetite. This fight is an overall mechanic fight and can be done without a tank. Bonethrasher has around 1.2 million health and does not have an aggro table. This means that you cannot taunt him, as well as he chooses a random player to target at all times. He has a few main abilities that all players must be aware of, and a few side abilities that can be ignored at times. Also, he does have some extra help once in a while from ads. To start, Bonethrasher has a few main attacks. He has a frontal swipe, a smash, and a leap. First, we will start with his most important ability called Swipe. Swipe has around a 15 to 20 meter range and a full 180 degree cone in front of him. He usually does around 40 to 60% overall health damage to most players and will cause a wipe if ignored too many times. He moves his legs into a sumo fighter stance before pulling his claw back and swiping in front of him. The plus side to this attack is that he does not ever attack normally and only uses abilities to damage players, so don't run around. Running around will only cause havoc and make it harder on players. Only run behind or away from Bonethrasher when he begins to attempt a swipe. His next attack is a smash. This is a channeled smash that pummels the target into the ground and paralyzes that target for a few seconds. This attack can be healed through and should not cause a lot of damage. However, when Bonethrasher enrages, this attack can kill even the most geared of tanks. His final main attack is a ground pound that launches players upward and back a couple meters. This usually hits for a decent amount and is said to be avoidable by jumping before he slams. However, after many weeks and hundreds of jumps, I've yet to avoid it. This can wipe out a raid as he enrages, so be prepared for that. Also, to prepare for his ground pound, he'll begin to move his arms up and then stand up really tall very fast. His only alternate attack that can be deadly is a backhand swipe. This swipe knocks all targets in front of him back about 10 meters and can knock you into the poisonous pit on the outer ring. However, it barely does any damage itself. Now that we have his attacks out of the way, we can focus on the mechanics outside of Bonethrasher himself. Around every 20 to 25%, Karagga will throw down a GAMORREAN guard to feed Bonethrasher. These guards have a red beam that come out of their heads to the sky, so they're easily spotted. These need to die quickly and have very low HP. If Bonethrasher eats a guard, he gains a 20% damage increase for a few seconds. Also, at 50% HP, Karagga will release two ads, a Nexu and a Colicoid. These are tankable and need to be killed before the damage becomes out-healable. While you are killing these ads, you must remain alert of Bonethrasher's swipe, as it can hit you if you are not watching. Remember, the key to Bonethrasher is patience and a good eye. This fight is definitely a mechanics check to determine whether you can understand the main mechanics behind Eternity Vault and a few others they might throw at us later. Good hunting, and may the Force be with you.